Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is Inday Mel. Okay, and today we are going to talk about an ESL lesson which you can earn as much as 403 pesos for 30 minutes. Okay, but before that, please click subscribe and click the notification bell button so like you are updated to our next video. I'm so excited to share to you, hindi po lingid sa kalaman nyo na I'm working in Toki English. The rate there is only 120 pesos per hour. Sobrang mababa siya. But I enjoy in Toki English because sobrang mababait ng mga students doon. I'm also in native camp. In native camp, the booking there is 80 pesos and higher. Okay. Um, medyo mataas-taas siya kumpara sa Tugi English. And in Bizmate, it's 140 per hour, but it's higher if matagal ka na and depende of course in your level, no? So like in your performance, so you can uh, get a salary increase depends on your performance. But today I'm going to share to you on how to get 400 pesos salary for only 30 minutes. So like you will have 800 pesos per hour if okay um um, if you have, the confident and if you are suitable, you know. So I'm going to talk about my private classes. Okay. So like in my private lessons, I have about 11 to 12 students. Okay, and the rates are not the same. So like for my students, like 4 to 10 years old, the rates are not very high. So like my salary or like my rate for them is about 12 RMB to 15 RMB. No to 8 RMB kasi pag 8 RMB sobrang mababa and then ikaw nagagawa ng lahat. So like 12 to 15 RMB kasi they are my regular students from ACADSOC and they are the one who sustained me nung panahon na wala akong jobless ako kasi nga 'di ba nag-resign ako sa ACADSOC after nung scandal sa ACADSOC. Ayoko nang balikan ng panahon na yon. But um let me say 12 to 15 RMB. So, yung ibang teacher, ayan, ng 12 to 15 RMB, pero pinapatos ko yun kasi nga, they are my regular students and I love them, And for my students, to the advanced students, like I have adults, okay, they're also from ACADSOC and some of them, nirefer din ng mga students ko. My rate is 15 to 20 RMB. Okay. Yung 1 RMB po is equivalent to, ngayon po, I've searched it, nasa 8.6 po siya. So like 15 RMB times, 8.6. Okay, so like, wait. So like 15 RMB times 8.06. So like the rate is 120 per 25 minutes. So like if it's 20 RMB, na siya 20 times 8.06, nasa 161 pesos per lesson po yun, per 25 minutes. So it's so good na, 'di ba? Nasa 300 per hour ka na nun. So it's a good thing. Pero I have some students na um na nagte-take ng mock lessons for their IELTS examination. When I was in ACADSOC, I conduct IELTS lesson. And before I resigned in ACADSOC, I have three students na currently nagte-take um, ng IELTS lessons nila and one of them she passed the IELTS and she got 8 point 5 bench score sa IELTS. And she recommended me her friends yung mga kapractice nila because they also practice IELTS with the other students. So like they are searching for the students who are going to take IELTS examination, and because she passed the IELTS examination, she recommends her friends to me, 'di ba? So pasa-pasa lang 'yan, parang domino effect siya, 'di ba? Once may nakuha kang isa, continuous na yan. But IELTS lesson is not stable kasi like most of the students will just get a 15 lessons, 30 lessons, pinakamatagal na yung 45. No, hindi ako nagkaroon ng 45 lessons for the IELTS kasi if they passed, um hindi na sila magte-take kasi 'di ba tapos na. Pero if they fail, sometimes they will just add one month again, like 30 lessons again, because they will going to retake the test. And how much is my rate for my IELTS lessons? So like for my IELTS lessons, I give 30 minutes class. Okay, and my rate there is 50 RNB. Wala akong palakpak. But yes, I gave 50 RNB po na rate. So like yung 50 RNB po, times po natin yan sa 50. Okay. So like 50 RNB times 8.06. So that is 403 pesos for 30 minutes. Okay, so 403 pesos for 30 minutes, one lesson po yan ng IELTS lesson. So like that is speaking practice po ng mga students sa IELTS. So the question is where I conduct my classes. So like I have class in, I also have WeChat. So like where ako kumukuha ng material? Sa Google. You can search IELTS speaking test example questions part 1. We have part 1, part 2, part 3 po sa IELTS test. And in the IELTS test, if you want to conduct IELTS test, you can search IELTS speaking part 1 questions and sample answers. You can send the questions to the student, and if they want something na makatulong sa kanila on how to answer, you can send them an example answers too. And part 2 and part 3 also, you can find it in the Google, like they are updated also. So you can get um, you can get a lot of questions, okay, for the IELTS examination. Yun sa mga questions. And iba po yung rate ng IELTS. You know, it's very important. And if they find, like, example, meron kang napapasang isa, she will recommend you, to the other students. Okay. So, if you can get IELTS students, then that is your moment. Okay, that is why, like, if my students are absent, I have classes in native camp. So like paggabi, I don't get students, you know. My private classes is until dati until 8 o'clock, pero dahil kinuha ko si Tuki English, um in-alternate ko yung schedule nila. Dati everyday kaming nagka-class, but now meron akong MWF, meron akong Tuesday and Friday and Saturday lang. Pero pag Sunday, ayun, fully book ako kasi nga doon ko kinakandak ang lahat ng classes ko because I have 11 students. I have 11 students of sa private lessons ko. Wala pa po doon yung Tuki at saka yung native camp. Yung sa native camp ko po, part-time ko lang talaga siya. But in native camp, if you have uh, 5-star rates, like 30 seconds, 1 minute, you will have another student. So like if you can get your private lessons, if you want to have your private lessons, you have to start it now. Kasi nasa una lang po yung mahirap. Pag nakakuha kang isa, bibingo, at pag nagustuhan ka nila, they will recommend you the students. Ako, nahihirapan na ako mag-adjust kasi meron akong tuki sa gabi. Pero dahil konti lang yung student ko, napapasok pa din yung mga private lessons ko. Kaya sobrang overwhelmed ako dito sa ESL. I don't have to leave home. I don't have to travel. And I can control my time, 'di ba? So like most of my IELTS students, like they took their lessons in the morning. Hindi ako nagpapa-IELTS ng gabi. Kasi nga, 'di ba, may tuki ako. So like because it's my private lessons, I can control my time. So, ganyan siya. 403 pesos for only 30 minutes. So like, ano pang hinihintay mo, 'di ba? If you have any questions about um private classes on how to start it, if you don't have WeChat, because like most of the Chinese people, like use WeChat. Well, most of my students talaga is Chinese. I have Japanese pero konti lang, and most na kumukuha ng IELTS speaking mock examination are Chinese. They are Chinese. Pero actually pag binarat mo yung sarili mo, they will really ask, for discounts, discounts, discounts. So nasa yun if yes or no. But if they took like 30 lessons, sometimes binababa ko din yung 50 to 45, 'di ba? 5 RMB, so like malaki na din yun. So if you have any question, I use Class in, I use WeChat, I use QQ. Zoom. I also use Zoom. And of course, their email. Yeah, I contact them with email as well. Pero mas madali kasi yung WeChat, mas mabilis. So, if you have any question, if you want to make your WeChat account, you can ask me, you can ask for help, and kailangan siyang iscan. So, you can also message me for that. Okay, so by the way, thank you so much for watching. I hope you can get and start your private lessons. Pwede nyo siyang i-partner sa Tuki English, pwede nyo siyang ma-partner sa Native Camp at sa other ESL. 'Di ba? So, thank you so much for watching. I hope na makatulong sa inyo, and I hope you can start now your own, you know, company. I called it my own company kasi nga 'di ba, ako yung boss eh. At saka napaka ganda po ng ng mga students. If they really like you, hindi po sila maghahanap ng ibang students. Maraming mga teachers na nag-o-offer sa kanila low rates. Pero syempre, pag ikaw yung nagustuhan, ikaw talaga yung kukunin nila. 'Di ba? So, yan lang. I hope nakatulong, and see you to our next video. Okay, just send me a message if you have any question. Yeah, have a good day and God bless.